the last few hours that are left for the 60% off how to create your own website, how to build your own digital product, and get me as a coach. The price will be going back up to full price and continuing to go up. So you're gonna want to make sure to get in there with me. It is not a joke, okay? People are really, really liking how easy it is. And the thing is, here's the thing, guys, like this opportunity to find someone that you can actually trust. And if you don't know me yet, or you don't trust me yet, I feel you. I got you. I'm just another random woman on the internet. I invite you to watch all of my free content. I have over 3,000 videos. So I invite you to watch all of my free content and then decide if you want to become a part of the Embody Pursuit Tribe, class of 2025 for building digital products. We're not messing around. We're getting to the bag together, and it's never been this easy. But if you still feel overwhelmed, if you still feel like you don't feel like it's realistic, that's why you have me as a coach. Okay, so it is 60% off. Also, what I'm doing, I've been really loving these Ask Me Anything kind of lives. So ask me anything. This channel is about health, fitness, mindfulness, empowerment, self-development, growth, always in pursuit of embodying that next level. Hello, Edna. How's it going? Happy Sunday. Sunday. Happy Sunday. So we are always in pursuit of embodying that next level. And the reason why I named the channel that and I named the tribe that is because we get embodied over here. Like, you can always tell when somebody is talking the talk, but they do not walk the walk, right? We're doing even further than walking the walk. We like are the walk. We created the walk. Like we are inside of the walk. Like I don't know how to like get deeper than a walk, but we're like inside of the shoe. Okay? When we say that we want to go after our dreams, we're literally doing what we have to do, putting in the necessary steps, putting in the necessary discipline to actually get the byproduct of the goal that we wanted. That's all it is. A goal is very simple actually to achieve. It's very simple to achieve. What the difficult part is, it's the daily deposits. It's the daily inputs that you put in that's going to determine the type of outcome you're going to get. And so a lot of times people don't understand why they can't reach their goals. It's because their daily inputs are producing an output that is keeping them stuck. So if you want to lose weight, but you still have the pizza. If you want to lose weight, but you still have sugary drinks. If you want to lose the weight, but you're not drinking the water, right? So again, as you guys are coming in, I'm excited and happy to answer any of your questions about really anything. Health, fitness, mindfulness, how to make money online, how to get out of debt. I'm also out of debt. I've talked about that. I had like a little miniature series like last year of how I got out of debt. And you guys, it has a lot to do with me selling. It was between trading stocks and selling money online, and then having a lot of discipline and not caring about what people thought, right? Not feeling like I had to keep up with the newest, latest, and greatest outfits, designer, you know, running up credit cards just to like keep up. I just don't care. If I really, really love something, then I'll do what I have to do to get it. But right now I'm more so in my building season. I just want to scale my business. Like that's the designer bag to me, is my business, right? So if you want to get on that energy, then you are, there's like an illusion there. You are part of the correct tribe. Okay. And so what I want you to do is, it's 60% off. If you want me as a coach, you get me as a coach. Okay. So what you do is you get inside the program for 60% off right now. There's only a few hours left that it's going to be 60% off. The price will be going back up full price, and it will continue to go up as I add more modules, right? Every couple of weeks, I've been adding a new resource in there. So every time I add a new resource, the price will be going up. So it's 60% off right now. So you're going to want to make sure to get in there and get access to me, and let me be your coach and teach you how to make money online, whether you want it to be part-time. And I think it's almost crucial at this day and age. If you don't figure it out now, it feels like a tough thing or just an annoying thing. But once you get it going, when I tell you, it is so freeing. Like today on a Sunday, I don't have to have anxiety. You guys, I used to have anxiety about going to work on Monday. I would have anxiety. Raise your hand. Anyone in here right now where you're like, it's Sunday, but you only can really like enjoy your Sunday about 75%, 80%, because you kind of have this like anxiety about Monday morning, right? I don't have to deal with that. That alone was enough for me. Like that alone was enough for me. Am I a business coach? So technically, I guess you can say it is a form of business coaching, but I'm basically helping you set up a quick website and a very, very profitable digital product that you're already known for. So basically anything that you're good at, that you take for granted, or people come to you and they're like, hey, like you're the best at this, or hey, you always help me with this, or hey, you're the best at skincare, or hey, that hair care routine, like you put it into a quick ebook and you have something to sell. And then if people love that, then you do a volume 2. And then the bottom line is, guys, once you start you create your first ebook or your first course, depends on, you could start with the course, you don't have to start with the ebook. But once you start that, then insert hand raised, yep. Once you start that, you're off to the races. So I started out with one tiny $4.99 ebook that $4.99 ebook that still sells. People are still finding my old videos, and still I'll look at my phone and I'll be like, oh my gosh, people are still buying this. This is so cool. I made it one time and I still wake up to sales. And it's the $4.99 ebook is the exact ebook. It's the exact pillars foundation. It's 4 pillars that I stand on. So I pretty much categorize it as 4 pillars, and 4 pillars like legs to a table, and then you put a solid top on it. That is my go-to. Everything in that book is like, I've still been doing it for 10 years. Now, I've added things on, I've paired some things, I've integrated some new things since I wrote the book. It's been 3 years, so I've learned even more, right? So I'm actually, if anyone is interested too, I have a $19.99 coaching, like it's like a free, not free, but it's a 5-part series, 5-part training where I give you all the juicy details, all the tips and tricks of what I've been doing since 3 years ago when I first created that $4.99 ebook. I'm headed for the next decade with the number 4 on it, and I've done a pretty good job being able to stay in shape, being able to stay healthy, being able to keep my hormones balanced, and it has a lot to do with the stuff that I've learned. So if anyone's interested in that, I do have that available down in the description as well. If you just go to embodypursuit.com, I'm going to put it, as soon as I get to the next red light, I'm going to put it here in the chat, embodypursuit.com. If I have any of my OGs in here, if you could put embodypursuit.com in the chat for me. If not, I'll do it at the next red light. But you guys, like, it's time. It's time. For those of you that have known me for a while and you've been contemplating, at least get the free webinar. That's what I want to challenge all of you guys on. At least get the free webinar, because at least you'll have like the go-to steps of because I say exactly what I did. And then what you can do is just do it yourself. Or if you're like, I really like need some more help, I want to chop down the time, because that's the thing, like when you get courses and things like that, technically, yeah, you can like take time and piece it all together, and we've all tried to do that before, but there always comes a time where you wish you could just ask someone something, right? So I have an email that you get when you get inside of the program, a direct email to me. So again, right now it's 60% off. I'm at a red light right now, so I'll be able to type it in there. So embodypursuit.com, and just go to my website. This is the website that I'm talking about, where you will have your own similar to the one. Now you build it out on your own of what you want it to look like, but you will get your own website. It's free, so you don't have to pay a monthly subscription. Everything that I tell you inside of the program is all things that you can actually download and start for free. I did it like that on purpose. I made it like that on purpose because I wanted it to be a very low barrier to entry to start this digital making money online game. Okay. I also use AI. I show you exactly how to use it. And yeah, you can just like look that up for free and figure that out for yourself. But there's a very specific way that I've been using it and it's been working for me. And I've talked about it in my other videos, but you guys have seen the proof. I've shown you guys my receipts. Sometimes I'll be on live right here and I'll be on live with you guys and I'll get a drop down of a sale. And it's like, I'm on the way to a destination making sales. Like, I want you to be able to do this with me. I want you to be able to not sit back and watch me make money online. I want you to be able to sit back and not watch me grow a community. I want to help you grow a community. I want to help you grow a client base. I want to help you get a website. And believe it or not, you do need a website because you need somewhere to, Nicholas, thank you. Yeah, I encourage you, definitely get in the program with me if there's something that you're interested in, or if somebody has been wanting to do it, like someone that you guys might know, and they're like, you know, man, I really want to like learn how to do this, but I don't know. I just don't know where to start. I have the perfect starter program. You do not need to know how to code. You do not need it. Like I went to college. I have a business marketing degree. I did not go to college for coding. I've always had careers where I'm a leader. I'm a manager. I was in upper level management. I went all the way up to being a district manager where I was over 7 locations twice. So a total of 14 locations in the greater LA area for a retail corporate company. And I was over 30 full-time people and over 400 part-time people. Okay. So it is not a joke. It is not a joke. Like, I am not, when I say I'm not techie, and if I can do it, then you can totally do it. You can totally do it. So get in there with me. But yeah, this live is all about you guys. So if anyone has any questions, if you guys have any, you know, thing that you guys want to get information about, this is a live where, hey, ask me anything. So if you have any questions about just something random, maybe you wanted you need a second opinion on something, maybe you know, whatever it is, right? Also too, as I'm talking, has anyone ever considered selling online, or are any of you already selling online right now? By the way, you want to always stay hydrated. You always want to stay hydrated. I should have linked this in my live video. Oh, also too, quick announcement. I think once a week, I'm going to start doing live videos, and it'll be all product-based videos where I talk about all the products that I love, that I actually use, that are basically almost empty. So it's going to be like an empties series, like an almost empty or halfway gone series where you'll be able to see that I actually am using the products that I'm talking about. So that'll be really fun and interesting too. So just want to let you guys know about that. Also, I have another channel. If you're like somebody that is, because I am going to switch gears here and start talking about some weight loss stuff and nutritional stuff, and you know, kind of like going back into the nutrition game. But oh, you used to sell on Amazon? How was your experience selling on Amazon? But yeah, if you want to follow my other channel, it's called The C Code. The C Code. So it's you know, THE, the C, so CI, like Ciana, like the first 2 letters of my name, the C Code. Okay, so THECICODE, the C Code. And that's gonna be, I'm gonna be spilling all of the tea, because I've been trying to keep it like pretty general. I'll kind of go into detail a little bit here and there depending on how interested the live seems. But that channel is going to be dedicated to how to make money online, how to make thousands of, like, if you want to start making guaranteed $1,000 extra a week. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to start making an extra $1,000 a week from something that they already know how to do, from something that they don't have to go get training for, all that, right? And I think that a lot of times we can feel like, oh, we have to have a credential or we have to be certified. You guys, I would get in on it now before you do have to get certified, because right now, being a life coach, you don't technically have to be certified. I did get certified through an accredited association, but I didn't have to do that. I could have just used my credentials of like my college degree, all my work experience, all the experience I've had just in general, my outreach program experience, my community service experience, me, you know, being a current business owner, and just categorize myself as a life coach, technically. Okay. Amazon FBA had too many fees. Oh, okay. I've heard about that. I never understood what FBA was. You shipped it all yourself? Oh, wow. It was a good platform. Just see, Plato, this is exactly why I encourage digital products, because I used to work for the retail corporate company that I always refer to, and we would have to deal with thousands of little items, little, you know, lotions and perfumes and jeans and tops and dresses and tank tops, and it just was so tedious. And you guys, right now, because I took the time to package up a skill that I have, and it's on my website, as I'm on live with you, people are buying my ebooks, people are buying my course, people are partnering with me, right? And they're all the stuff that I have is to be of help to you guys, right? And then you get me as like a coach, right? So am I doing specific one-on-one, like where we sit down and like we're on a Zoom call together? No. However, if enough people have the same question, I will hop on a Zoom call with the students, right? What I've been doing is emailing back and forth. Emailing individually has been working fantastically for any students that have questions, right? But at the end of the day, guys, it's like, you know, if you you have discovered somebody that's not offering expensive coaching right now. Oh, fulfillment by Amazon. Oh, okay. They take care of the shipping. Okay, gotcha. So it's pretty much like is it similar to a drop shipping? Is that pretty much similar to what it is? Also, too, for those of you that are in here, you can ask me anything for free. You do not have to do a tip. You do not have to do a gift, one of those like coins. You don't have to do that. You can just ask me a question, and I've been excited to answer questions. So just to let you guys know that. But for those of you that are new popping in, I'm going to have to announce this pretty much every like 5 to 7 minutes. 60% off. It is your last chance. It is your absolute last chance to get 60% off. And okay, it's drop shipping. Okay, awesome. So go to the pinned comment, embodypursuit.com, and let me help you start making money. So 60% off right now, and it's 60% off flash sale right now for the whole Juneteenth weekend. So there's only a few hours left. There's no, like, you might as well just get in there with me. And then this is the number one best thing I love about my program, is that you're grandfathered in. So you don't have to continue to pay for more modules in the future or anything like that. You're just grandfathered in. So I highly encourage you to get in there with me, get your website up and going. And here's the thing, like, even if you have a social media platform, but you want to sell a digital product, you need something to sell it on, because you can't, unfortunately, right now, like on Instagram, you can't attach a digital product to like a post. You can't even do that on TikTok yet. And you can't do it on YouTube at all either. So you have to have, that's why people are always saying, click the link in my bio, click the link in my bio, right? Or they're saying, hey, just comment, you know, comment recipe, and I'll send you the recipe. And then, you know, it forces you to give your email. So it's like, you need a website for people to go to. So that's the link that people will click, right? So I help you like bridge that gap. You might want to sell something. You might already have a following. And if you have 30 followers, there's about 5 people that'll buy something from you, believe it or not. Okay, so I want to encourage you guys to do that. But does anyone have any questions so far? Anyone have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? I'm wondering where I should go. Yeah, I think I will go over there. Yeah, I'm going to go over there. I'm debating because I'm going to go on a 2-hour walk right now. And I purposely picked this time of the day because it's like, it's cooling, starting to cool down. And I wanted to, you know, not be like super hot while I was walking. So I'm going to be doing that. But yeah, guys. Also too, if you are currently a student and you're coming across this live, I'm not sure. It would be so cool if we could see who pops into the lives. But because I can't tell who's popping into the live, you're more than welcome to, if there's any students that are currently in there right now and you need any questions asked, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions. Also too, I want to encourage people, you know, my channel, or I try to refrain from saying my channel, because I really keep showing up because this is a tribe. If this was just my channel, I don't know if I would probably lose interest after a while, right? I think the fact that I'm service oriented and I'm giving out value and I'm motivating and inspiring people, and you guys, I learned so much from you guys, right? So this is a tribe. I think of this as a tribe. I don't think of it as, I'm just like the conductor of the tribe, or like the leader of the tribe, I guess you could say, or the steward, but this is a tribe. So if you come to this channel and you're like, you know, I really like when Ciana talks about fitness, but it seems like lately she's been talking a lot about how to make money online, and I'm just not really interested in that. I invite you to still go to my playlists and just check out to see if I've updated any of my playlists. So I have playlists about mindset. I have playlists about limitless living. I have playlists about how to make money. I have playlists about fitness. And I just encourage you to go to the playlist before just completely like abandoning this tribe, because there'll be days, guys, where I'll go live like 3 times and talk about 3 different topics. There'll be times where I'll go live 10 days, like for 10 times in 4 days. And I might do a whole video on fitness. I might do a whole video on veganism. I might do a whole video on mindset, right? And then after I get off of the live, I just add it. I just add it to another playlist. So this channel is more playlist driven. So I just encourage you, you know, come in, make sure the bell notification's on. I'm on. I give very, very honest feedback, very, very honest advice. People really enjoy kind of this casual flow. So I don't know how many channels are really going to continue to be this relaxed, where you can actually talk to the creator on a consistent basis and basically get free life coaching on a daily basis. And especially right now, I've been super motivated and inspired to go live a lot. I don't know if it's the sun, I don't know if it's God activating me, I'm not sure what it is, but I've just been super excited to go live. And so you want to, you know, get in here with me. You guys, you know what I might do? I might get some ice cream today. I've been really craving like a gelato or something. And there's this one gelato place that is always super packed that I always am going, like walking by, and I'm like, I kind of want to try it out. I kind of want to try it out. So we'll see. I might be on that kind of vibe today. But yeah, guys, so I wanted to get, you know, get in here and just make you guys aware of how this channel kind of runs. And because I just refuse to niche down, and I know I'm paying for it algorithmically, but I'm doing this for my own soul. Like, I can't niche down too much on this channel. Now, the other channels that I have, the C code, those are going to be very niche. Those are very niche. But here, like, there's a very specific value proposition. So the value proposition on the C code is I am excited to help out millennials learn how to make money online. Okay. And it might even get niche down further to just women, but I really want to encourage everybody. But even if I say women, it's like a man can still do it too, right? GRG, welcome in the live today. I hope also everybody's having a beautiful Sunday. So anyone have any questions about anything? Fitness, mindfulness, food, the world? Ask me anything. If you're like, I don't know who this girl is, she's telling me to ask her anything, and I literally don't know what she does. So for those of you, I know there's people coming in and popping out. I do a lot. I sell products online. I have my own website. I have 2 TikTok shops. I am monetized on YouTube, so I do make money that way as well. Right now I've been really excited about the course, how to basically teach other people how to make money online. And I used to be someone that worked a 9-to-5, did the whole 9-to-5 lifestyle, graduated college, did all that, and I just hated it. I hated it. You guys, when I graduated, you know what's so interesting? Looking back now, I can analyze this better, but when I graduated, I wasn't really that excited. Like I was happy to not have to go to class anymore, but like it was kind of like you got basically rushed into life, where it's like, okay, now you got to know your passion, now you got to pick a career, now you got to move up. And if you're, there is a select group of anointed people that just they always knew what they wanted to do since they were in junior high, and so they just went on that path, and as soon as they graduated, they went right to being a doctor or a lawyer or whatever. But like for some of us, like I was just like lost. I was like, I don't know what career I want. Like I got a business marketing degree, so like, do I get a marketing? And I just got that because I thought the only reason why I decided to have a business marketing degree was because it sounded fun. That was it. It was like it like when I looked at the different the classes and essentially the modules, I guess you could say, like what was the detail, the syllabuses of what was in these courses, I was like, oh, like that sounds like fun. Like, okay, so you get people to buy things. You have to come up with creative ideas. You have to, think outside of the box. You have to understand how people think. Like, I liked that. And then you also had to take a lot of business courses. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll own my own business one day. And I do right now, right? So that definitely was like it was kind of like a planting of a seed. But again, when I graduated, it wasn't like, oh, perfect, this is the exact business I want to go into. I had no idea. So I was actually kind of like, I think I was excited on the outside, but I was really kind of just blank on the inside. Like, okay, like, what do I do now? And then I ended up getting into like at the time, I thought it was like a pretty cool job. Like I met a lot of really great women that I'm still friends with till this day, at that job. But even though I'm not at that job anymore, but at the end of the day, I've always thought like, man, like I didn't actually have to like do that job for as long as I did, but I just did it because I got complacent, and I always knew something else was nudging at me. And I went through my entire 20s feeling very unfulfilled for the most part. The parts that were kind of filling me up was the fact that I liked to work with people, and I would motivate and inspire people, and I would train and develop people. I think that was, when I look back now, that whole experience was just so I could have some training, like a training ground for my real purpose, which is now. So I'm just getting started now. Like over 2 decades being an adult, and I'm just now getting started. So if you're like me, where you're like, I just need to feel fulfilled, I need something to fill my cup up, I need something to feel exhilarated, I need something to feel excited about life, like I need to feel like I'm adding value to the world. I have all these ideas, I have these, like, I just need to put these ideas into some kind of structure. That's what I help you with. So I encourage all of you guys to partner with me. This is interesting. So it's The other day when I did a Ask Me Anything type of live, I had like, it was like question after question after question. It seems like the last 2 days, it's been a little quiet. Actually, yesterday's live, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday's live got really, really juicy about 45 minutes into the live. So I'm not sure if maybe people got to get warmed up to like figure out how to, you know, what question that they want to ask. Also too, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. We're chill over here. We have fun in the live streams. We joke, we laugh, we have great conversations. I answer questions. You guys teach me stuff. It's just a good time. So if you like this kind of energy where we're chill, relaxed, you know, we're all on the go, right? Like you guys see me in the car half the time. We're on the go. We're living our, because this is the embodiment, right? So I'm really, like when I talk about move your body, make sure you're staying healthy, make sure you're staying on top of your mental health, and you're doing this and you're doing that. It's because I actually literally am doing it. When you're not in survival mode, hold on, let me see something real quick. Hold on, just past this. When you're not in survival mode, you can start focusing, exactly. Focusing on doing what you like, exactly. And what's so interesting is that that's why I designed the course the way that I did, because I know people don't have time. I was a 9-to-5er, and I kind of still, in an interesting way, was a 9-to-5er when I was a caregiver for my grandmother, because I would do a lot of stuff for her in the day. It was actually, that job was a 24-hour 24-hour around the clock type of job. But I know what it's like to like not feel like you have time, or you don't feel like you have energy, or you're just like, I just don't care. Like that would be cool, but like I just don't want to put in the effort. Like I just don't. Like I'm tired when I get off work. I just want to relax. But then there's that one thing that's just nudging at you, where you like see other people online, or you know people in person, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, and I have an online business, and oh, I trade stocks, and I do this, and you're like, man, like it sure would be nice to like figure that out. But then it's like, oh, I'm tired. I created the course to be quick. I didn't post in the community tab because I got hurt at the gym. Oh, you did? What did you hurt? Oh no. Uh-oh. And people are following you, by the way, Muscle, E-Muscle. That's what I'm gonna call you, E-Muscle. E-Muscle, people have been following you. I got a couple emails where people are like, oh yeah, I've started following Everyday Muscle. So you're over here making a big impact inside of the tribe. But what did you hurt? That's not fun. That is not fun. Your lower back. Oh no, you're having back spasms? I think I'm reading that correctly. Oh, you couldn't move? Oh no. What do you think made it, like, did you like do a move a certain way and it just ignited the spasm, or what happened? You guys, I'm still, this finger situation, this thumb, it has about 25% left to go. But I'm like, wow, when you injure yourself, it can really throw you off your game. I can't lie, guys. The last 2 weeks it's been the weakest. Like, it's been the most choppy and unorganized fitness program that I've done. And what's interesting is that I'm supposed to be like, I'm doing a challenge for myself right now. So I've been able to lose the weight because my eating is way, like, even top, like it's just improved even more, and not overindulging on things that I thought were less calories, but they're very high caloric dense foods. So I was really like learning about that. But yeah, guys, because of my hand, it really threw me off. It really threw me. And then I didn't want to keep, I wanted it to heal. So I'd be like, oh, I'll just walk today. If you notice, I've been saying I'm walking a lot, because I'm like, at least I'm getting my 10,000 steps, and I'll just do like squats and lunges and stuff while I'm walking, and I'll just do like arm exercises, because it's just been a lot. So that's not fun. I was I was started to deadlifting and was warming up the barbell, plates on each side, Romanian deadlifts to be specific. Interesting. And it was just like it was just like, that's what's so interesting about fitness. It's like you could be perfectly fine for years, and then all of a sudden it's just the weirdest, most normal moment, and then something gets tweaked. Did you stretch? Like, what do you think it was preventable, or was it just kind of a fluke? So I'm actually on my way to go walk right now, and I've been specifically wanting to walk. I'm going to be out of town for like 3 or 4 days, so I was like, and I'm going to go work out at this gym, because you guys know I'm doing that Spartan race. But I don't know if a month out my hand is still feeling weird, like I'm going to have to, I don't know, like technically I should not have been using my right hand this whole time, but like I'm right-handed. I don't know how you don't do that. But then it's weird, because the more I use my right hand, it's like the longer it's been taking to get better. So I was already working out hamstrings. Oh wow, you felt like a cramp? Oh no. A fluke, yeah. That's how I was, like I was doing, because originally I was protecting this wrist. And then so I was doing a lot of things where we would like be jumping up and doing burpees. And so instead of me putting my hands flat, I would do this on the ground. And I think when I did that, I like tweaked this thumb on my right hand, trying to compensate for my left hand. Yeah. Yep. Out of town is another part of California. Yep. I try to keep it general, just for a couple of reasons. A, just to be funny. B, to be safe. And then C, to like add some mysteriousness. But no, I mean, actually number one is for safety. Because the only reason why I'm comfortable saying LA is because it's so huge. LA County is huge. There's 10 million people that live in LA County. Because you just never know. Like, if I were even to say where I'm going now to go walk, someone could, that would narrow it down, very, very quickly. Right? So if I say, like, I'm not in this area, but let's just say I'm like, oh, I'm in Santa Monica today. Santa Monica is like a radius of like 5 miles. So someone could technically, like a creeper, could essentially go around Santa Monica and be like trying to like, look in the background, and like, if they're familiar with, people are just crazy. Like they could like try to pinpoint it. There's been times, guys, I've driven on the freeway, and there's a couple like landmarks that are pretty popular. And I've had comments where they're like, oh, I can tell you're on the 405 going north, because there's like a popular like hotel, like the Four Seasons. And when you drive, you can't, like, there's no way to not have it in the background when you drive. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. No. No, not famous. That's like if you're online, I don't care if you have 100 subscribers, you got to just be careful. You got to be careful. You got to just kind of keep it as general as you can. So I don't post. If you guys know, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go walk in an area, or I'll just say I'm in LA. You don't know if I'm in north, south, east, west. You don't know where I'm at. And yeah, I just keep it mysterious like that. Well, you're welcome in AI. Okay, perfect. I loved NY when I went there. I don't think I did correctly, because me and my friends, when we went, we didn't really know anybody, so we were just kind of like, oh, where should we go? And then they would tell us this, and then we would go, and it'd be like, okay, and then we meet somebody else, and they'd be like, okay, go here. And so we were just kind of like, figuring it out. But that was kind of fun to do also, like just kind of like not knowing where to end up. So that was But if I were to go now, I would have like more of an itinerary. Like I feel like we didn't do any, like I feel like New York is known for like really dope restaurants that like have like a really nice vibe. Rooftop vibes. Like we didn't do no rooftop. And that's crazy because I feel like that's what New York is like known for, is like a rooftop kind of vibe. So, but I definitely want to do New York again correctly at some point. A YouTube, oh my gosh. Oh my god, I don't even want to read that out loud. Oh my gosh. What up, Sunfaith? What up, what up? That is insane. Are you kidding me? Yeah, with live streaming, it's very interesting because you're literally live, so anything can happen. But also, anything can happen, which is like the negative stuff too. Thank the Lord, God's grace, God's hand has been on my life where, you know, nothing crazy has happened, but I also kind of think that like it makes live streams interesting too. You know what I'm saying? Like I also kind of like that. Like it's like, oh, you know, like like when I was on the live stream that one time, and then this guy came up to me and was just like, I just have to tell you, you are very attractive. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then everyone started talking about it, and then just hearing everybody crack jokes about it and stuff, like it made the live interesting, right? That guy made 2 YouTube channels dedicated to bashing. Oh wow. See, that's why, you guys, like, this is, people might think I'm boring. People might think I just don't want to ruffle any feathers. People might think, you know, oh, you know, she's just so like fluffy and butterflies and fairy tales and neutral. But you guys, I have very strong opinions, but you got to be careful with the internet because you don't know people. Like, you do not know people. And you don't know people's upbringing. You don't know what traumas they have. So maybe you're like, oh, you're cracking on another family, or you're cracking on another YouTube channel. And you're like, oh, well, it's fine because I'm not sensitive. So like, I don't care if someone were to make fun of me. So it's fine. But you don't know that if that person got bullied when they were younger and how they were just waiting to get older to be able to get access to things and take somebody out. Like, you just don't know. So I keep it cool. I keep it cordial. And yeah, it's not a polarizing YouTube channel. That's why the YouTube channel is growing, you know, in the slow and steady wins the race kind of vibe. But no, more of the story, stay away from online. Yeah, it's stupid. It's literally like a waste of our life. It doesn't exist, actually. It's virtual. We're getting upset. Like, you can go back and forth with human beings and then click off, and then your real life is just normal. You're going to the gas station, you're going to the grocery store, you're going to work. Like, it doesn't exist. But you can get to certain people are just, they are wired differently, and they'll get you. They will get you. And so, you know, you can be super polarizing, you know, and be caught out somewhere. Let's just say someone is a very, very huge President T supporter, and your whole channel is literally a President T bashing channel. Okay. Them backwood people that you don't know about, right, from small towns, like that, they don't care about none of this stuff. They don't have much to lose. They happen to catch you at the right place at the right time. I don't know, maybe everyone goes to Vegas during a certain time. So it's like, oh, I see that guy on YouTube channel all the time getting on my president. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, it's all over with. Yo, auntie, be safe. Okay, I will. I'll be safe. God's protection is over this car, over this live stream, over all of you. God is covering all of us, so we're good. We are good. Yeah, I just don't want my algorithm to like get triggered. you know, to just like, I don't know, the algorithm picks up on certain things and then it like triggers stuff. I don't want we are a clean, comfortable, cute, cool as a cucumber tribe over here, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm perfectly happy with the daffodils and the and the daisies. And you know, there's days that I do some tough love. There's days that I'll, you know, pull out like district manager Ciana or big sister Ciana, like how I actually talk to some of my siblings, like when they're doing something that I want to get them to wake up on. Like I'll pull that version out from time to time, but it's not that serious, you guys. It's not that serious. Some people ain't taking no chances. Yeah. Or Ciana, he said, I thought you said some people. Yeah, the thing is, I just don't care. Like if I had something, what I am polarizing about is making sure you stay healthy. What I am polarizing about is I think that everybody, like when people are like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe you're headed for 40. Like you're going to be 40 on your next birthday. I can't believe that. Like, and I'm like, where I am biased is I do think that this is how 40 should look. Like, I don't think that you should look atrophied, you know, severely obese, having very weathered skin because you never like drink your water. You don't, you know, intake your that's all it is, guys. That's all it is. Like looking youthful or radiant or having like a glow or something. It's just because I keep up with my body, and I could probably do a better job actually. So, you know, I'm still not at 100 out of 100, right? So that when it comes to health, mindset, getting out of your own way, like excuses, complaining, like stuff like that, I will turn up the heat a little bit on. But like as far as like what's going on with protesting, what's going on in the world with like wars and stuff like that, it's just like, what can I actually do? You know what it is, guys? I'm more of an action person. So if I can't actually go do something about it, I just don't think I care to like really talk about it. And I could play the YouTube game where I would be getting $5,000 a video. I could. You guys, these YouTubers are getting a bag. I mean, I almost have $1,000 from one video. And I have over 3,000 videos on this channel. So it's like, I get it. When people do polarizing videos, I'm like, I get it. Like, I get it. They're getting to the bag. But like, it's just not in my spirit. It just doesn't feel right to me to like get super polarizing or like put down a whole section of people. So that way I have a bunch of people coming after me on purpose. And then the people that like me will fight other people in the comments. And then it's like, because they're fighting back and forth, I'm getting money from everyone else fighting back and forth. So people are having mental health breakdowns in the comments while I bring in $1,000 a month from AdSense. I can't do it. I just can't. What do you mean? Why are you laughing? Everyday muscle. Yeah, youthful and radiant. I think that everybody well into your 40s, 50s, 60s can be youthful and radiant. When I talk to my mentor who's 84, 85 years old, and he rides his bike by himself and drives still on his own and completely lives on his own, and he literally has no health issues other than like he's just been on the planet for a long time. Like if he goes to the doctor, they're like, heart's running fine, organs are running just fine. Like he's just a healthy, active 85-year-old man, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that he's a businessman, so he's still up on his game business wise, and like he just bought a museum. I'm just like he's still making fresh business ventures at 84 years old. But from his perspective, 40 years old is a baby. Like it's quite young in his opinion. Right? So it's like, I don't know. I'm biased on that. Someone could come at me and be like, well, you don't know what people have gone through. You don't know what people are dealing with. You don't know what you know, like physical like issues they have. Maybe they have a disease. Okay. But like, y'all know I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about straight up slothful, lazy, unmotivated, excuse-filled people. My mom is a perfect example. And my mom approved me to use her as an example. She in her 40s looked older than she does in her 60s. And like, it's interesting. And I don't want to even say, she didn't necessarily look older, but like, she just looked sadder. Like, her face was like, her beautiful features, you couldn't see them because like her mineral intake was very poor. She drank a lot of soda. She was just very unhealthy. She had stomach issues, like gut issues. She just was extremely unhealthy from the inside, and it was reflecting out. Her skin was like a gray color. She was almost headed for 300 pounds. She was 282 pounds in her 40s, heading into her 50s. Now in her 60s, she's in the 240. My mom is also 6'1", by the way. So, you know, it like looks different on her, but she's in her 240s. Her skin is immaculate. Her face is like, I don't understand how her face looks like how it does. I just don't get it. But I remember when she didn't look like that. And so when she started taking care of her health, that's why I'm biased. That's why I'm like, if you just start taking care of yourself, you can look 10 years younger. If you start getting better sleep, right? I looked older in my early 30s than I do. I believe it. I totally believe it. You don't look like you're in your 40s. If you told me you were 38, I would have not even blinked an eye. If you told me you were 37 or 38. So like, it's like, I just think if you keep up with your muscle, you know, protein, muscle is like mineral packs on your body, essentially. So it's like you have all these packs on your body, and it's just filtering like minerals and vitamins into your system while you're sleeping. And you guys, this is so important. People make fun of me. You're 45, let's get it. People make fun of me, but I go to sleep early. If I don't have to be up, if I'm not at an event, tonight I'll be in bed by 8:30. Why am I going to stay up all night? So I'm in bed by 8:30, and my goal is to be fast asleep no later than 9:30. It's been harder. I like to be honest, you guys. I like to be like during the winter season, I actually like to be asleep. Not that I'm a grandma. I have a ton of energy. I can stay up, right? It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm just so old now. No, I do it on purpose for the health benefits. And I'm going to tell you the health benefits in a second. So I like to be, it's easy to be asleep because it gets dark at like 5 o'clock. So by the time it's 8, it's like, I'm just like naturally tired. And so instead of fighting the sleep, I just go to sleep. So, you guys, people don't understand. Okay, here's the myth. People think, oh, if I get 8 hours in general, I'll be okay. So like if you go to sleep at 1 in the morning and you're like, well, I'll just sleep in and wake up at 9, right? No, you're not maximizing the perfect circadian rhythm. So based on where you're at on the planet, you're synced up with the sun. It just is. That's science. We know that that's science. It's not woo-woo, it's science at this point. So you're synced up with the sun. So when your body is asleep from the 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. time period, that is the most potent, most powerful, most extraordinary time for your body to rest and repair and detoxify. What happens is people miss the potent point. So they're like, well, I get 7 hours of sleep. I get 8 hours of sleep. Like, what's the big deal? I get 6.5 hours of sleep. What's the big deal? You're better off getting 6 hours of sleep. You can go. You guys can go. I'm in no rush. You're better off getting 6.5 hours of sleep, going to bed at 9, being asleep by 10, and then waking up at 5, right? Or waking up at 4, whatever, right? You're better off doing that. It's specifically the time of night. Okay? So you'd be shocked. And you guys know, this is so fascinating. I'm going to try to find the video again. I'm mad I didn't like do a better job saving it. I came across this video during the medieval times, like back in like the 1700s, 1600s, 1700s. People actually would go to sleep at 8 p.m. This is a thing. They would go to sleep at 8 p.m. and then their body would naturally wake up at 2 a.m. And then it was like a thing. Like, I don't know what you would look up, like type in to look up what I'm talking about, but just type in like how people slept 400 years ago, or like how people slept in medieval times, or something like that, and then kind of type in how I'm describing it, and videos will pop up. So they used to go to sleep and wake up from 2, and then they would stay up on purpose from 2 to like 3:30 a.m. And then they would have like deep like prayer, or they would have like, they knew that time of night was like very powerful and potent, and it was right after that powerful circadian rhythm benefits, right, from 10 to 2. So they would stay up, and then they would go back to sleep around 3:45, 4 o'clock, and then wake up at 6 a.m. So I thought that was so fascinating, because how many times, guys, do we kind of naturally wake up at 2 a.m.? You know? So I don't know. I thought that was interesting. I'm at a stop sign, so that's why I was able to zoom in like that. Yeah, it was very, very interesting. So now there's a glare, so I can't like see it as quickly as I was able to. Can I park over here? Oh, I just want to see what that says. I'm like in a quiet, calm neighborhood right now, so I'm gonna. That's true, but they were able to wake up and get to warring. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just forcing themselves to go back to sleep. So, okay, so right now, I don't wake up at 4 a.m. I love waking up at 4 a.m. though. During the winter season, my body naturally will wake up like 4:30, very comfortably. What can cause dementia? I missed it earlier. Can you sleep? Are you talking about sleep deprivation? If that's what you're talking about, absolutely it will cause dementia. Absolutely. You guys, like, we go to sleep for a reason. Like, we are in a fleshy, physical body. Okay, we are in a flesh-filled. Our soul, our spirit, is in a body. So there's a reason why God designed it for us to go to sleep for 8 hours, for a third of the day. Several reasons, spiritual reasons, literally physically, the physical vessel, so it can like restore and, you know, be able to operate in this physical realm, right? So like, I don't know why, I don't know how. You guys, when I don't get sleep, you know that burny eye feeling behind the eye? I don't know how people operate like that. I used to operate, actually, well, I do, but I think I was like young enough to like put my body through a lot of damage. Like in college, I did not sleep that much. I would like not sleep during the whole week, and then I would like sleep a lot for like 2 or 3 days straight, right? So I would catch up, kind of, but I was also 18, 19, 20, right? But like, I don't know. What I would do is I don't know, I could just power through it. But then once I hit like 27, that burny eye feeling really started to get to me. It would frustrate me. Like if I only got 4 hours of sleep for whatever reason, I would be really cranky, like, and then have to deal with that burny sensation, and you're trying to concentrate, and then you're like loading up with coffee. It just was like, I had a scenario of, I don't know what that word is, a couple of times during the journey, but it was triggered by not sleeping for 3 days. Oh, wow. Oh, schizophrenia. Sorry. I don't think I've ever seen it spelled. Wow. Interesting. I was waking up at 3 a.m. like clockwork. Yeah. And, you know, if you fell asleep between the hours of 10 and 2 a.m., your body could have been like comfortably recharged. Like, just look up, don't look up, I mean, circadian rhythm, yes, but like people are assuming that you have to get 8 hours sleep just in general. Like, okay, you go to bed at 3 in the morning, okay, then wake up at 11, right? I mean, you might as well just wake up at your normal time. You already messed it up. It has to specifically be, and it's true. When I go to sleep and wake up, or if I go to sleep from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. and I wake up for whatever reason and I go back to sleep, when I wake up in the morning, I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm ready to go. Sometimes, like, there'll be some nights where like I don't know, there'll just be something that keeps me up, like, randomly, and I'll just be, sometimes I'll be motivated and inspired to edit a video. Believe it or not, I've done some editing, like, not for YouTube but for TikTok. But I notice it the next day. I'm a lot more groggy. I'm a lot more like, I just feel more weathered. Like, I'm just not as, I'm like, it only seems I can get up to about 85%. I can't get up to 100%. So, I mean, I know everybody's different and all that stuff, but you guys, because I prioritize sleep, tonight, it'll be a Sunday night. I'm gonna go get a 2-hour walk-in right now on a cool evening. I might get like a little gelato thing. That'll be my dinner because I had a heavier lunch. That'll be my dinner. And I might, depending on when I get done, I might even go to the sauna for 30 minutes. And then after a sauna session, oh my gosh, like, I'll just do some crunches in the sauna session, in a sauna or a steam room. And then I just sleep like a baby after that. I'm just completely knocked out. So that's like, you know, a vibe. But yeah, there's no reason for me to be up. Like, why would I just be up? Like, for what? For what? But I know everyone's different. Some people are night owls. And I get that. I mean, you know, I get that. Just did laps. Ooh, nice. 45 minutes. Bomb. Yeah, I'm just going to get in a good, I just had a calling to, like, I just want to be out in the sun more. So I'm just like in a like, I wanted to go to like a safe, fresh neighborhood. I have my headphones, my phone is charged up. This phone right here is charged up. And yeah, I'm going to do a 2-hour walk. So I'll be able to do my full 10,000 2 hours. Maybe it might go over 2 hours, which is fine. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, there's so many yummy spots, like, because there's a mall next to the area that I'm at, and there's so many tasty spots inside of this mall, and I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to, like, get a little snackaroonie or something, maybe, too. I don't know, we'll see. Whoa. We will see. Can I do a U-turn right here? I think I can. So I'll do the 2-hour parking over there. Parkinson's, generally I don't sleep. Oh, in fact, it's very common. 5 hours is a great night of sleep for me. Yeah, and I have compassion and grace and pray for individuals that have, like, individual, you know, health conditions and health concerns. And, you know, if anyone ever hears me talking about something, it's usually for the general person, right? The general average person that is, you know, has general health. But yeah, I mean, for different things, like my grandmother had dementia. She never slept at night. And the nighttime there was a time period where it's non-existent. She didn't sleep at night at all. And then she would sleep all day during the day. So, you know, for things like that, you know, yeah, definitely, like, I have, you know, compassion and, you know, grace for stuff like that. But for the rest of us that are just, like, staying up for no reason, we're staying up because we're so zapped up and, like, dopamined up by, like, a bunch of ridiculous, you know, social media posts. I mean, it's just not worth it. Your life is your well-being and your health and your sleep, it's just, like, not worth it. to look up, you know, to just rolling and random stuff. And it's like, so you mean to tell me you're gonna ruin your circadian rhythm and your, you know, your health just to like look at some memes? Did you also quit your job to take care of your grandmother? Ironically, I did not do that. I didn't even think about it actually. But the way God designed my life, it was like, oh, I quit. And then my grandmother started to like rapidly decline. So it was like, oh, well, how about I just continue to do gig type of jobs in LA and then take care of my grandma instead of getting a full. At the time, guys, I actually thought I was just going to find another job that I actually liked. But then it was just, yeah, God just was like, no, you're going to do a season of taking care of your grandma. So that's what I did. So I just didn't work at like a job where I had to be there 9 to 5. It was like, you know, it would be a job like super early in the morning, or like a gig super late at night, you know, and then I was able to work around my mom's schedule and all of that. Let's see. So right now, guys, it is 60% off. 60% off right now. It is going, that's it. There's only a few hours left of it. So get in there with me if you want to start making money online. 60% off for the Juneteenth weekend. Juneteenth weekend is pretty much over right now. So make sure to get it before I put the price back up. And the price will be continuing to go up as I add more modules, as I add more resources. Also, too, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Get in here with me, subscribe, make sure to turn the bell notifications on. I've been feeling, you guys, like I've been wanting to do these like ask me anything kind of lives. I don't know why. It's just been fun to kind of see what questions come up and then see what answers come up. So, you know, if there's ever a question where you're like, oh, I kind of want to ask Ciana's opinion on this, I'll tell it. What I've been titling these lives as is ask me anything and I'll tell you the truth. Right? So if there's a question, write it down in your notes section and catch me, you know, next time when you're live, or you can always go to my community tab. Oh, also too, guys, this is really, really cool. This is a new feature that YouTube has where you can, oh, it's completely free, I think, over here. Yes. Yes. Okay. So there's a, right there where it says community, it says visit community. When you click on that, so if you go to my main, like just the main homepage, you click on that and you guys can post here. So see where it has this part? You guys can post memes, you guys can post, I think it's just video, memes, or, you know, not video, memes, pictures, like say if you're like, this reminded me of the Embody Pursuit tribe, and you post it in there and then do hashtag Embody Pursuit. I've been wanting to get the hashtag going, hashtag Embody Pursuit. But yeah, like if you're ever, or if you just want to, I don't know, you guys are all leaders yourself, right? So if you have, like, if you just are feeling motivated to like get in here and just say, hey guys, happy Monday, let's get it. You know what I mean? So I encourage you to use that tab. So just again, for people, it's right here. I think it's really, really awesome. It just says a visit community. So let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. I'm going to say, hey guys. Hey y'all. Hey tribe. I'll say, hey tribe. So yeah, get it going. I think that'd be really, really fun. I think it'd be really cool. And you guys, like, you know, have a lot of like motivating and inspiring things, or I don't mind this, you guys, because this is more of a connector. I don't mind. And of course there's a level, right? Like where it can get spammy, but like if you have something like